The anime takes place in a post-apocalyptic setting. Everywhere is full of mutant monsters called limbikun, or filth monsters. In order to survive, people have to live in large mobile cities. They must learn to use special weapons called dite. Our protagonist is Leifon, who is known as one of the 10 strongest blade wielders in the world. But after an incident, Leifon's title was taken away from him and he was exiled from his home city. Since then, Leifon decided to start a new life in the academy city of Zuelny. On the first day of school, 2 students get into a fight that almost ends a girl's life. But thanks to Leifon, she is saved, and all the students are surprised to see the scene in front of them. Under the rubble is the transfer student, Leifon. In the waiting room, the student council president welcomes Leifon with a small talk. In the academy city of Zuelny, he's the one with the highest power, his word is supreme. But the important thing here is that Leifon is just a transfer student. But he can easily defeat 2 students from the military department, which seems to be in contrast with his information in the academic records, which says Leifon is just a weak F rank. Anyway, from now on, Leifon will be transferred to the military department. His rank in the academic record will be re-evaluated from F to A. But Leifon firmly refused. He just wants to be a normal student. But all of his words are useless to the Supreme President. And eventually, he's forced to come to the military department. Under the control of the 17th Platoon Captain, Nina. After school, Leifon runs into a weird lolly. As it turns out, she also belongs to the 17th Platoon. Just like Leifon, she was also forced to transfer to the military department. The president exempts Leifon's tuition fee. Leifon is asked to choose a sword, and Nina would have his ability. As the battle begins, Leifon easily predicts Nina's every move. But he still acts naive, as he knows nothing. In the end, Nina uses a sword technique that knocks Leifon out. Everyone except for Feli doesn't know that it's all just Leifon's acting. Feli wants to expose Leifon. She asks him, "Are you just pretending?" To such a straight question, Leifon pretends not to understand what she wants. Feli, the younger sister of the student council president, begins to confide. She was forced to transfer to this platoon because of him, Leifon. It was her brother who planned to force him to join the 17th platoon. There's a contest in this world called the flag snatching, which would decide the ranking of the cities. The higher the rank, the more oil and minerals that city will possess. Yes, oil, minerals, etc. are the things that determine the status and survival of each city. And Zuelny has already lost 2 matches in a row. Today is a practice match day in which the 17th platoon will be the attacking team, and the 16th platoon will be the defense team. In order for the attacking team to win, they will have to defeat all members of the defense team, or successfully hunt for the flag in the garrison area. As for the defense team, they will have to buy themselves time, or defeat the captain of the 17th platoon. Nina immediately jumps forward as bait. Meanwhile, Leifon continues pretending to hide his skills. Apart from Captain Nina, all the other members of his platoon are pretending. Sharnid is a sniper, but he is afraid to shoot it wrong. Leifon is even worse. His skills are accidentally hidden by his acting. Feli seems to be slow and dozing. This team is completely useless. Yet, Nina still fights to the end. For the past 2 years, Nina had always been a loser. It's enough. Seeing Nina in trouble, Leifon decides to reveal himself and perform at his true level, the level of one of the 10 strongest blade wielders in the world. All the students are horrified at Leifon's true skills. He isn't ordinary at all. Although the team wins, Feli and Nina are upset. To them, Leifon is now a traitor. After the match that day, Leifon's number of fangirls suddenly increased dramatically. But this type of crazy fan will sooner or later make him faint due to a heart attack. Leifon manages to make up with Nina and then Feli. For the first time in his life, Leifon sees Feli smiling, but the smile is a bit weird. Suddenly, a strong tremor occurs. 30% of the city's support pillars are sunk below the ground level and are unable to move. In addition, that is also in the nest of the monsters. Following the command of the student council president, all military cadets will have to participate in the fight. Leifon rushes to the scene, trying to advise Nina to evacuate. He says they are real monsters. It's completely different from the usual practice battles. But Nina still firmly refuses. Protecting the city is her responsibility. Soon, Nina regrets her words. This is the reality, the cruel truth. Leifon moved to Academy City with the hope that he could start a new situation, a peaceful life without monsters. But Leifon once again cannot ignore the current situation. While Nina is in complete despair, is my life going to be over right here? The beast gets split into 2 pieces on the spot, followed by the 2, 3, 4, and many dozens of monsters that are destroyed by only one person, Leifon. Nina, get out of here right now. He will handle the rest by himself. After slaying all the larvae, Leifon begins to search for their nest. There, Leifon finds a mother monster. Restoration 01 is activated. One swing of Leifon's blade clears everything. All the monsters are wiped out, and the Academy City is saved. But most people think there is the strength of their friendship and solidarity that repels the monsters. After that day, Leifon and the 17th platoon consistently win in inter-team matches, which makes Nina start to feel self-deprecating and envious of Leifon's strength. 500 kilometers ahead of the city, they discovered an evolving monster. Within the city, except for Leifon, no one can beat it. So the president prepared a special and huge blade for Leifon. He is very satisfied with this blade. Next, Leifon sets out on a quest to slay a level 5 monster. But as he approaches, the monster begins to molt again. Turns out it was just a trick. It has waited for its prey to come close before molting completely. If Leifon couldn't defeat it here, the entire Academy City would be wiped out by the beast. After a day and a night of fighting, Leifon is now able to cut down one of its wings. But to him, it isn't enough. Even if it's 2 or 3 days, he will have to play with it to the end. But at that moment, his blade gets overheld loaded and the damage is drastically reduced. Suddenly, a gunshot rings out, then Captain Nina and Sharnid show up. Neither then comes up with a plan. Based on the adult monster's voracious appetite, they will lure it to a giant cliff. At the bottom of the cliff, Captain Nina will act as a decoy. As the monster begins to descend, Sharnid snipes, activating a mine trap on the cliffs. From now on, Leifon will take over the rest. The monster is not completely defeated. This anime name is Chrome-Shelled Regios. This is not the end. The anime has 24 episodes. Subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.